Welcome to Niggas and 8B where niggas ain't shit, and we're your host. I'm Deezy.
Your boy Knights.
Rochambeau.
Kid Mello.
And the return of Zach Q.
And we them niggas. Woo!
First topic of the day. Last week we made predictions for UFC 190. We talked about the potential matchup between Ronda Rousey and Bitch Correa. That bitch Correa.
There you go.
Last week we watched the fight, and we can go around in a circle and tell our thoughts, but I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. She got knocked the fuck out.
That's right.
Get him, Craig.
And Craig let it happen.
Why, Craig? Why?
Well, see, okay, so here's my rebuttal to why I say this fight was a good fight and why people who spent $60 on it weren't licks. You know, people always talk about, oh, you know, that last fight that Ronda Rousey had, she ended it in 14 seconds. It was so quick. It wasn't worth my money. Bitch, this last fight was more than double that time. Should have been worth more than double your money. Enjoy it, bitch.
That's right.
Anybody that complained about the Ronda Rousey fight, I guarantee you, they probably having a hell when they was probably watching that Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Oh,
you know, that's much more of a lick than anybody else.
That
they
nigga
complained about the Ronda Rousey.
That nigga had a box of hugs and he was handling them
Wild
out.
Wings where it was actually, you know,
If
not too expensive.
if you was down and out that day, you could have got a hug.
I was a winner.
Put it this way. Y'all niggas spent $60 for a whole card, not one main event fight. So enjoy it.
Right.
Enjoy
Be
all of
blessed
it.
that you wouldn't
Hold up. But you watched it too, so obviously you spent $60. You wouldn't do anything as illegal as, say, pirate it. Now,
You ain't
would
no
you?
vandal
I
or
would go
nothing.
to your everyday neighborhood Buffalo Wild Wings and watch that bitch for free.
But
while eating food.
you know, y'all be grateful that y'all seeing some greatness with Ronda Rousey. That's
Oh,
that woman is great.
I'm honored to live in that era.
That's right.
You know
And
what?
to this bitch Correa, talk shit, get your head split, apparently.
And it's funny. This is not the first person that ever talked shit to Ronda Rousey and not get fucked over like this.
It won't be the last.
It won't be
It
the
won't be the
last.
last.
I hope she come
Okay,
back.
okay, so my trolling aside though, here's why I have against the fight. And here's why I say Dana White need to start telling Ronda to go a little bit easy on these bitches.
No.
So if Ronda's gonna end all her fights
No.
in under a minute,
No.
if she gonna just destroy the entire team, this is what she needs to. This is what Dana White needs to do. Either A,
Let her fight men.
let her fight men, cause that's just equal opportunity. That's me being a feminist.
And
That's
if she
right.
start
You
whooping,
got only sexist will say she shouldn't fight men.
if she start breaking her foot off in these men,
Or
you ain't gonna have
what
nothing to
Dana
say.
White should do is get some women from prison.
Get
Get some women from prison. You know they got the gangster mindset now.
Ronda Rousey ain't no butch.
She ain't no bullshit, but
She,
you know,
she's not a DNB neither. She not do nothing, bitch.
But guess what? These bitches
That's
in
right.
jail ain't either. So it's a fair opportunity in which now they can make their lives better.
Okay.
Just
I'ma
by
put it
getting
this
their
way,
ass
That ain't
on
gonna be becoming of them the ass whooping that they gonna receive.
Hey, they getting money for it.
I'm gonna put it this way, Zakil. Ronda's definition of taking it easy is ending the fight early. What she planned to do was beat the hell out of Bitch.
Yes.
But honestly
Yes.
speaking,
She couldn't take it.
even if she wanted to beat somebody up for 5 rounds, it wouldn't happen because they get ended early.
Yes.
At least, you know, she ain't stand and take them punches like old boy did 2 weeks in
All I'm
the
saying
main
is-
event on Fox.
Oh,
Old boy got. He stand and, you know.
Okay, but here's my thing
The
though.
other one.
Shout out
But-
to Hennem Baral's face.
Okay.
But here's my thing though. Like I don't see myself ever wanting to really watch a Ronda Rousey fight if I know that all those fights are gonna end that quickly.
I do. I won't say how quick she can knock the next motherfucker out. That's
Well,
a
the next motherfucker is Misha
Shout
Tate.
out
So
to Misha Tate.
that's probably gonna last a little bit longer than 34 seconds.
You don't know
Misha
that.
Tate,
She lasted 3 rounds last time.
Well, Z, I'm
So-
I'm gonna ask you this: what is more entertaining, watching someone get knocked out in 15 or less seconds, or
3 rounds.
watch 3 rounds of hugging
or getting her
Barney,
ass whipped.
watching Barney in real life? What is more?
well, I think that's a false dichotomy when you really sit down and think about it. That's like
Watching
saying,
Barney?
do you like would you like bad bitches in your office or do you want dicks? Do you want just a bunch of shitty dicks everywhere?
I'm answering that right. I want
Nobody
bad bitches.
wants.
I want to answer that right now.
Nobody wants
bad
shitty
bitches,
dicks.
bad bitches,
Nobody wants
bad
shitty dicks.
bitches, bad bitches,
There's nothing good about a plate of shitty dicks.
bad bitches.
All right. Okay. Final thoughts on the UFC 190.
Ronda's not a DMB.
That's
She
right.
clearly knows how to get it done. Misha Tate, you have your hands full. Good luck.
Hey,
Well, shit or dick. What's the next topic going to be? Okay, fake versus scripted. I think I'll lead this discussion. So, going off the topic of UFC, Dana White decided to bring back the old discussion of whether or not WWE is fake or scripted. Dana White is a troll. That's my opinion, at least. He knows what's really going on. He knows what his biggest draw was for the better part of what, a year and a half?
Such a big back Brock.
He knows not to call the shit fake. I honestly think that this is just him trying to stay a little bit relevant because Ronda Rousey is the most relevant thing in MMA, period.
Yeah.
In fighting, period.
Ronda Rousey supersedes UFC. Yeah. She can go wherever she wants.
Over Tiva.
That's right.
Dana White, at the end of the day, is still just the president behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the nigga. He getting that money, but nobody cares about the motherfucker. He got an ego.
He's a DMB.
Well, technically
he is a do nothing bitch.
Got to be.
But I guess when it comes to this, with people who was talking about, yeah, wrestling fake, butthurt, this is fake. Bitch, you watch movies.
Yep.
Do you go to the movie theater, yell, point at the screen, man, this shit fake as a motherfucker, man.
Yep.
I can see it. Look at it.
What about the CGI shit?
Don't worry. When they watch that Fantastic More movie, they very disappointed.
Fantastic More, meaning they're gonna be asking for a better movie.
Yeah.
God damn.
Asking for more.
Hold up. We jumping ahead of ourselves, young Kid Mello.
Yeah, but my argument with this, I want you to go to your nearest Home Depot. Shout outs to Home Depot. I want you to climb up one of these ladders.
So get off a dick first.
Get
First you get out with that ladder, get off a dick.
Get off the wrestling fans' dicks first. Climb as high as you can, and then I want you to jump off.
And land on your bike.
Yeah, land on your back. Tell me that fall is fake.
And no, it wasn't a ladder match.
Okay. So things that happened in WWE that were obviously fake. So Owen and falling 70 feet.
He just disappeared over time. That's fake.
Fake.
That's a story.
That's fake.
Line. He's not.
Rey Mysterio.
Chris Benoit and Rey Mysterio. Fake.
Yeah.
They ain't kill no one ever.
That's right.
John Cena, he had a fake broken nose just a couple of weeks ago.
John
Cena.
You like
I still prefer the basic thugonomics.
He ain't feel none of that pain at all. That was a fake broken nose. He put that on before the match started.
What's that motherfucker from ECW? The fucking hardcore dude. He was a black nigga. Gold hair.
Now he lost black. No.
I can't remember the motherfucker name. New Jack. Fucking New Jack. Look up New Jack.
And how he killed niggas.
And how he's killed no fewer than like 4 niggas.
And he okay with it.
And he still got his job.
And he still got a job.
And people still wrestle him for some reason.
All self-defense. All self-defense.
Look up Derry Young and him having to piss blood for 2 days. That was fake. That was fake blood that he was pissing. It didn't really ever happen. It's all fake. And then when you go around talking about, WWE is fake. Man, I don't see how you can watch something that pretends to be real.
I got another one, teacher. I'm raising my hand.
Teacher.
I want you to go off to Mick Foley. Tell him everything he's been through.
And look at his mouth. Look at his face.
And look at his ear.
And look at his ear.
The one he doesn't have.
Look how fucked up this man is. To this day, and he got to live with it.
The question is,
all this makeup.
And watch
that on for years.
Shout out to the hardcore legend,
Shout out to Mick Foley.
Yep.
Bring back
and his daughter
matches too.
That shit ain't happening.
Backstage brawls and all.
That shit ain't happening. But
the golden days.
The
shit
golden
ain't happening.
age.
I can't remember what I was talking about anymore.
We talking about these scripted versus
Talking about wrestling, bro.
Yeah, but I had a specific topic. Oh, now I remember what I was saying. So anyway, people like to talk about, WWE is fake. How can you watch something that pretends to be real? Well, if you think that WWE is pretending to be real, you're not watching WWE. Things that have occurred in WWE in the past, say, 10 years. Evil Male Cheerleading Squad. A man returning from the dead. A man being forced to battle a tag team match with God.
A city built upon suplexes.
There's a lot of things that's happening in WWE that we know aren't happening in the real world. You're watching it for the entertainment. It's the exact same reason you would watch Cirque du Soleil. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but don't forget, this wrestling entertainment laid the foundation for some of the sports you do watch. Cough, cough, UFC. So remember that.
It's the blueprint.
It's the blueprint, basically. Remember that.
It ain't
Pay respects. You ain't gotta watch it. Just appreciate
respect
what they do. Respect it.
And I don't like people like Floyd Mayweather hollering and screaming when he can't read and understand the basic arithmetic. He talking about wrestling and MMA ain't nothing. They stole the blueprint to boxing. Get off wrestling, dick.
That's right.
MMA dick.
Hold up.
Lady, you can't like that.
So at the end of the day, what's the bastard name? Mayweather.
Yeah.
Boxing is literally 80% of the time boring. There are only nuggets of
you
history.
can also say this about
people always say, "Hey, remember 4 Foreman or remember Sugar Ray or remember Tyson. We talk about eras in WWE. We talk about eras in UFC. Fuck boxing. That shit's always been boring.
I want to say this also about Floyd Mayweather. In my opinion, you can also say he destroyed boxing image more than anything else.
Yeah, because he's ignorant.
Not just that,
because of his defensive, non-exciting fighting. It's smart, but
I mean, it's a good business.
It's not a good business.
It's not a good business.
Not anymore. It used to be.
It's a good business concept of being a defensive fighter, but you know what I'm saying?
Not just that, he's way too cocky.
If you want to be a D&B in boxing, I mean, just ask Floyd Mayweather.
I have no problem with him picking his fights back to.
Don't pick a one-sided fight.
Don't pick a one-sided fight. At least be somewhat, fair to it.
Fuck you, Kimball. I'll be picking all the fights
I mean,
that'd be my main prerogative.
Let me see that baby. Put that baby in the ring.
If you want to holler at you the best, you have to go. You got to go against somebody at the best.
At least
you got to go against.
I'm not
running from ass whooping.
You can't.
Well, yeah.
That's the difference between
You know how long they had to wait for
Muhammad Ali? He wasn't scared to fight anybody.
He fought everybody.
Sugar Ray Leonard, he didn't care. Mike Tyson, they didn't get scared if they wanted to fight. You want to holler at you the best.
You didn't want to see 17-year-old Mike Tyson.
Right.
You knock you out, your daddy out.
Put it this way, at least with Ronda Rousey, they fight to earn their shots against her.
Exactly.
She just dismisses them quickly.
I agree. And that's why I say he's destroying boxing image.
We have traveled far away from the subject, but I'm not mad at that.
I think this is enough of us talking about UFC and wrestling and fighting and all this other stuff
and all types of shit.
Since your boy Zach Keeler's back, let's bring it back to what this podcast was founded on, in my humble opinion. Comic book movies. Comic book movies.
I thought it was based on niggas.
Well, that's the foundation.
Okay.
It's based on.
I thought your base was your foundation. No.
See how your foundation.
Okay.
That's the niggas holding the shit up, right?
Right.
And then you have your basement. See, this is a certain state here where we don't have basements, so I'm gonna assume that the basement is above the foundation.
Okay, like you do.
So anyway, comic book movies. Well, we don't really have a lot to go on, so let's start off with the Deadpool trailer. Raise your hand if you've seen the Deadpool trailer, everyone.
Yeah, that's 100%.
You can't get no higher than that. So the Deadpool trailer, I don't have much to say about it. I'm a little hyped for the movie. I think Ryan Reynolds is gonna make a good Deadpool. What I'm most hyped for is the nice mutant that's gonna be in the movie. A little mutant known as Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Goddamn Liefeld, why you go so hard?
Oh no, that wasn't Liefeld. I wish that was Liefeld. Liefeld just made Deadpool. But Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Congratulations, you just heard Negasonic Teenage Warhead 3 times. That's the most amount of times you'll ever hear Negasonic Teenage Warhead in your life. In your fucking life. People always talk about Cyborg this, Wolverine that, Jean Grey this, Phoenix that, Charles Xavier this. Negasonic Teenage Warhead has the name Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Therefore, she is better.
Therefore, she is better than every other X-Men mutant. Every other mutant, period. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Anybody else has any other things? Because, Negasonic Teenage Warhead is probably one of the biggest things going on in Fox Marvel, period.
I'm going to say I like the trailer. I'm very excited.
I'm actually excited to watch it, too. Anybody that knows me, know how I am.
They don't know you, dog.
Well, for those who do know me.
They don't know you.
No, they know me.
They don't fucking know you.
They don't get to know you.
They going to get to... Anybody know that I'm not a huge Deadpool fan, but you know why I'm gonna like it?
He wrong for it, but okay.
The hell with him. The reason why I'm gonna like it is probably gonna be more action packed than Captain America: Winter Soldier. And these people in these rooms know how I am about that movie.
Well, so here's Kid Mello's thing when it comes to
Marvel
comic book movies.
That's right.
If they ain't shut it down,
that's right. You can directly correlate how good a movie is based on how much action there is.
True. Yeah.
And I'm lying. That's how he is with most things.
No, that's a lie.
Period.
I be lying on my penis.
Period.
Get off.
You like
get off my.
You like Cable.
I like Cable.
Fuck. Basically, put it this way: this nigga would enjoy a Marvel vs. Capcom movie because it wouldn't have a plot. It would just be niggas fighting.
That's what I like too.
Well, that's not. Winter Soldier had a plot. It wasn't the best type.
What was Winter Soldier's plot?
Huh?
What was Winter Soldier's plot?
I gotta watch the movie again, dog.
God damn.
See what we
See,
mean?
Kim Miller.
Now you ain't even must be
Kim
a
Miller, you know
right now. You being a 2-bit nigga.
You being a player 2-ass nigga.
Now, Kim Miller, you know damn well, if I was to ask you about any fight that happened in Captain America Winter Soldier, you could tell me exactly what happened off the top of your dome. But you can't remember the faintest idea of the plot. Who was the main antagonist?
Bucky, dog. Bucky.
You dumb
Anyway.
fuck.
Yeah. Anyway,
I hate you.
I think I'm gonna enjoy the movie. I like Deadpool. I'm glad the movie got cleared for rated R, because clearly you can't do a Deadpool movie without it being rated R, in my opinion.
Hold up. You can,
You can,
but it's much better.
Yeah, it's much better to be rated R.
You know, like a certain superstar, but we're not talking about WWE.
Shout outs to Edge.
Well, I'm excited for it.
Now, okay, so we're generally all excited.
But
We're generally all excited for Deadpool, so let's go all the way to the other end of the spectrum and talk about the new Fantastic Four movie, or as I'm going to be calling it from now on, Alter 4.
Da 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 da.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This movie's Metacritic scores and Rotten Tomato scores are below Dragon Ball Evolution.
and that is sad.
And that is sad.
That is a horrible thing.
Dragon Ball Evolution has 14%.
Oh my god.
These niggas couldn't even get the 10.
Oh my.
I think that's hate. Ain't no
It
way
may
that's
be-
not
it
be
may
hate.
be
Okay.
hate. Hey, it may be hate. Maybe we gotta get our own view to this. You know, I think one day we should just all go out there and just see it.
Review coming soon.
I'm actually
Maybe.
terrified of wasting
I'm
my money.
terrified too. You know, cause this is $10 about to go out of my pocket.
No,
Hold up.
I buy kids tickets. So
Hold up.
This movie didn't get more than
10%.
10%.
Okay, so, hold on. Let
Currently
me step into Alter 4's defense.
No.
So
No
there have
defense.
been thousands of movies, Hyperbole intended, but there's been thousands of movies that score like 0 and 3%.
But Ezekiel, this is a superhero movie.
But hold on. So 0 to 3% in like the first weekend,
Sure.
and then they will like stable off to like a good 20 or 30%.
Nah.
I don't think it's fair to judge what the score is right now and say that that's where it's going to be
Well, I'm
permanently.
gonna tell you like this: the first week and a half of a movie being aired, coming out, that'll determine the movie's fall.
Well, the movie's already garbage. That's it. We know
Okay.
it's not going to do better.
Because
We know it's not going to do.
your box
anything
office would
great.
be through the roof if the movie was good.
If it was great,
If the hype, even if the hype was good.
I don't think any.
They didn't have any
Okay,
hype for
okay,
it in the first place.
Okay, hold on. Here's the antithesis to that argument.
Okay.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Zero
all the
hype.
hype in the all the hype in the world.
Shit.
That movie had hype,
It didn't have hype until it came out.
and it still didn't get that many watches. Its
I bet it
Metacritic
got
score.
over 10%.
Its Metacritic score and its
Over 10%.
Rotten Tomato score is through the roof, but it didn't get views like that. And let's take it to the other side of the spectrum. Transformers, insert subtitle here. Garbage.
13, Rise of the Moon of the Death of the Cybertron.
Of the age of the
Of the Age of Descent.
Garbage reviews. What did Age of Extinction get for its Metacritic score? Something like maybe a 15%?
Maybe.
Over 10%.
It was over 10, but
Maybe 15%. Highest grossing movie in the box office, 2014.
well, they didn't pretty much have a lot of good movies that came out.
They had Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Guardians of the Galaxy. People went hard as fuck over those movies.
That shit was
Guardian of the
good.
Galaxy was.
Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty good.
People went hard as fuck. Age of Extinction still destroyed the box office.
Niggas like Transformers. Niggas like robots.
Niggas like to just sit there and
Niggas
just
Niggas like to
like
sit there
that's
and
what
just
it
turn
is.
the brain off.
And
turn
movie.
their brain
Like
off.
Mark
Watch.
Wahlberg, dog.
They just like that sensory overload, just
Mark
seeing
Wahlberg.
shit.
Partially.
Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
he's a well now.
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this movie's ass.
I don't think it's fair to call the movie ass.
I have to. Like
I
said,
ain't
think
seen
we
it
all
yet. We
have to
can't-
just make
I
that
can't
jump
do
by
that.
looking at
But
all
I would
the-
like.
From what I'm looking at, from what I've heard, it's not that good. My hopes aren't up for it. Maybe or maybe not I'll see it. Maybe I'll wait till it's on the internet, which it probably already is.
But we don't support.
We don't support,
We don't support that.
robbing
But you know,
the people.
you
You,
know-
see the little commercial in front of the movie. You say,
Don't.
It's the same thing as a fella.
don't not.
You know, robbing people in the store, gunpoint and all that.
You know, there was a commercial back in the day.
Don't bring
When-
elephants in the movie theater.
There was a commercial back in the day. They compared the piracy of movie to like
Robbing the bank.
Basically.
no, like robbing people, human trafficking.
Yeah.
That's what they were all saying. It's just a movie.
Yeah.
Fuck the MPAA.
Yo,
Somebody sending them a ladder.
send
Go
them
to
a
Home
ladder,
Depot.
Home Depot Express right now.
That's right.
Shout outs to Home Depot.
That's right. We really want this endorsements for these ladders.
Yes.
We need them.
No, they should have made the D&B ladders.
It could be metal, plastic, wood, steel, glass. I don't
Give
give
us
us a ladder.
Some people just might need a step stool.
It's
They
gonna-
might not be too far up.
No.
But, you know, for y'all advanced bitches, we can get the 40-foot ladder that lead against a roof.
We're going to have a base ladder, which is going to be 15 feet
They need a
aluminum.
lift.
I see your
We're
chair
going to come
picking
in
me.
titanium.
They'll need a lift.
We're going to send a fog lift.
Okay, now let's switch gears right now. Our next topic is, I think, Nice brought this one up, anime remakes. I'm gonna shut up now before I accidentally say something that I might regret saying. Fuck Attack on Titan.
I'm the leader.
Fuck Berserk.
I say when to go.
No, don't you ever say fuck Berserk. Fuck your
Berserk.
anus.
So our next topic, we moving on to anime remakes. You know, recently they've been remaking anime. They remade Sailor Moon. They just recently added Dragon Ball Z and whatnot, and they're adding expansions. So why not remake other anime? And that's what I brought up to the whole group. And I was just like, if you could remake an anime or choose one, which one would you choose and why? And we're gonna start off in a circle. We're gonna start off with DZ.
Well,
Pick one, DZ.
Pick one.
I'll pick one for you. Zack Hill. The one I pick is Inuyasha. Growing up as a child, that was one of my favorites. Seeing a demi-demon transform into a demon and in the moonlight and riding around with a little Chinese girl on the back of a bicycle.
Fucking racist.
That's racist.
You fucking racist.
God damn. What the fuck?
I don't know. I
You bitch.
He don't know how to not be racist.
don't know. That's right. What you
He don't know how.
Look at me. Look at me. Nah, just fucking.
Alright, you go.
I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably say either continue Yu Yu Hakusho or make a new one, or just remake it.
I agree.
It was one of my favorite
I
anime growing up,
agree.
watching
I have to
Toonami.
agree
Used to
with that
rush
one.
home from school, wait for that block to come on, you know, get the snacks, have your friends over, enjoy the show.
Yeah,
I
I
thought the
agree
story
with
was
that.
very good.
So,
I wanted more.
Zack Hill.
Okay, so we're talking about, you said maybe continue Inuyasha. Well, if I say continue anything, I say we should continue like Dragon Ball Z, right? Because, you know, we had like the Frieza saga, right? And then we had the Cell saga, then like,
Here we go.
and then at the Cell saga, nothing happened. Like, it just kind of cut off right there.
Basically.
No.
Yeah, just nothing.
Somebody
I kind of wish that something would have happened.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I kind of wish something would have happened.
Something did happen. Gohan became a lick. Get over
That's
it.
right.
Get
The
over
biggest
it.
link.
Everybody became a lick.
Other than Goku,
Oh, other than Goku?
and Vegeta.
Everyone not named Goku.
But
uh,
you taking the L,
but,
you getting the ass whooping while somebody pounding up a spirit ball, getting the ass whooping of your life.
Yeah.
You know how long it take to power up a spirit bomb?
Yeah, and Vegeta got his ass whooped throughout most of that time.
He ain't get an ass whoop. He got raped.
But I'm gonna say that the anime that I want remade, even though this really probably don't count, is Code Lyoko, just to troll your boy Rochambeau, because he didn't like it.
Oh, out you. That shit was ass. That shit was ass garbage.
Code Lyoko was great.
The plot was shit.
It
The
was
animation was shit.
it was
The
French.
CGI was shit.
It was-
French was shit.
Alright. You know what? Okay. This is what I want a remake to, and they are making a remake to it. Fuck the anime thing. I want the remake for reboot to happen. We're in the reboot age, so we need a reboot for the great series reboot. If you don't know what reboot is, it was this old 90s CGI show
Which
about...
is ugly. Don't go watch it, please.
Please don't go
bullshit
watch it.
yourself.
Don't go watch it. People who are in their like mid to late 20s, they'll talk about how great it looked for its time, but it didn't age well. But it was this mid 90s show about these programs who lived inside the computer world, and they participated in jobs via playing games with different users.
It's
and
better Tron, basically.
it's much better Tron. And here's the kicker. If the user wins the game, those programs get trapped in that game forever. So I know what you're thinking. It's an old children's cartoon, so they won all the time, right? No. Halfway through the series, two of the main characters, a kid and a girl, get trapped in there, and they're just so innocent. But the user ends up winning, so the kid and the girl get trapped in the game for supposedly ever, but they kick out, like, I guess 20 years into their future, because they come back, they're all edge and
Edge is a
adult.
motherfucker. Had an eye patch, a shoulder pad,
They were
a scar on his eye.
It was like something out of an Image comic. It was great, and we just need a reboot for that. Reboot. Hashtag reboot.
Well, how I'm feeling, me being Rochambeau, I think they need a remake for some of these animes with extra filler. Just squash it down. Just make a kai for all these shonen that was just sitting there waiting with their dick in their hand, waiting for the manga to come out.
We already have that, dog. It's called the YouTube Abridged community.
No, that's too funny. Stop it. So One Piece, Naruto.
Well, okay, so you cut,
especially. Oh my God, Bleach, especially Bleach.
For the
They
especially
had filler on filler of fillers about fillers with that filler.
Oh my God! I'm just saying.
Naruto took a page from that,
All
by the way.
types of themes of fillers and just my
Unnecessary.
God! In the middle of fights.
Naruto took a page from that.
You're crying if you're a Naruto fan right now.
God damn.
You know how long everybody waited for Madara versus Guy just to get more filler? And then when that fight happened, they had more filler
In the
during
middle
that
of
fight.
Yes.
In the middle of it.
He said, "Oh, these people at Bleach, you really know what they doing?
That's
That's
why
just
you
no
can
stupid shit."
That's why the anime is still going on, right?
Yeah.
That's why the Bleach anime is
Barry.
still going on and going
That's why you
strong.
appreciate Yu Yu Hakusho when out them fillers, huh?
That's right. That's
But
right.
okay, me,
Okay,
Kid
young
Mello
Kid
being-
Mello.
me being the childish one out of all of us here, I'll say Metabots.
Yeah.
y'all may have a feeling about Metabots.
I don't have any feeling for Metal Bites. I never watched it.
What the
Metabots.
fuck is wrong with this dude?
Metabots was that anime show that I used to get up early in the morning on ABC Family and watch.
It was Fox Family at first.
Fox Family. Metabots had it all. It was just amazing. I think that's the one they need to remake.
Metabots had it all, like the main robot being a nigga who was addicted to watermelon.
Huh?
You mad? Don't be mad at Meta B.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
You like one.
That was
Talking about
racist.
that show.
I think they
Shouts out to Meta B and the Metaphors.
Oh.
Kiss your bot goodbye.
Woo-hoo. Oh, and I don't know if y'all ever watched this too. I know I'm saying a lot, but Case Closed.
Oh, yeah.
I remember back when that was called Detective Conan, and it's still going
It's
on.
still
What do you-
going
It's still going.
They- oh,
It's still going on. It's just
little
not
do
going
I know, y'all. That's how much
I watched
was
that
behind
too.
it. I ain't watched that in years.
That
I
adult
love
swim
that
block late at night.
That- yes.
It was the
Yeah.
first
Yes.
new century
Yes.
in 100 years.
Oh, yeah. Y'all know what else they're remaking?
It would have.
Yup.
Yep.
Y'all
That's
know
it.
Y'all know what
That
else
was my
they're
shit,
remaking?
dog.
They're
What
remaking Astro Boy.
They don't need to remake Astro.
They
Boy.
don't
Astro
need
Boy
to,
is
but
gay.
they
Astro Boy is garbage. Now here's something
Boy
that
don't need.
No. Let me hold up before we get into this.
He have a
Let me go
Pinocchio
on Astro
plot.
Boy right quick.
It's a Pinocchio plot.
Pinocchio.
It's
That was
Pinocchio.
already some pedophilic type shit.
Yes, yeah.
And they don't make it no better than all Astro Boy wear is boots and drawers. This man designed a robot only wear boots and drawers. That's wrong. This is
He's
a
a rustling
pedophile.
He's a rustling Astro Boy.
No, that's no.
What do rustlers wear?
More than
Them
that.
grown men. That's a
No.
little boy.
That's a little boy he decided to make.
Hey, Rochambeau, you know what?
want to be a real boy.
Hey, Rochambeau, you remember? A cartoon. I forget. I know it's not strictly American. I know that America has some outside work somewhere. With it was either, I don't know if it was Canada or Japan or somewhere in Europe. But you remember Robot Boy? I have more respect for Robot Boy than Astro Boy.
I remember Robot Jones.
Boy.
But
Robot Boy.
yes, the reason why I cannot.
You don't remember Robot Boy? I'll show you Robot Boy after this is over.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not a huge Astro Boy fan because of Mega Man, aka now Mighty
Number 9. Beck.
I appreciate Mega Man series. That's another one they should redo. But they got Mighty Number 9. I appreciate Mega Man much more than I appreciate Astro Boy. I even watched that movie and I wasn't too pleased of it.
I didn't watch too much
I'm gonna-
Astro Boy.
I'm gonna be one of the few people to say fuck Mighty Number 9 out the gate.
It looks good, though.
I never really played Mega Man games in general.
Like I don't even care for the fact that I never played Mega
I don't
Man
like
games.
platformers. Like talking about it.
Mega
I'm
That
gonna
was
base
a
this
good
strictly off the fact that I never played it. So
That's
I played Mega Man. I played Mega Man
That's not
NT
like
Warrior.
so you brought up Mighty Number 9, right?
That's what you talking about.
So
Agent.
Mighty Number 9 was funded via Kickstarter. You may not know this about me. Don't like Kickstarter. I believe I'm a little old fashioned with it.
What?
I don't like Kickstarter. I'm a little old fashioned with it. I believe that if you want to make a not indie game but AAA title, go and get investors. Don't just take people's money.
They are investors.
They're not investors
Yeah.
because you can make whatever garbage you want and they don't. And all you have to do is give them a game. Remember the Ouya? That company
Uno.
folded.
I mean, it
If,
seems like
if
that.
Mighty Number 9 is gonna be anything,
And they made
like,
all types of beautiful games through Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Just because some people ain't shit don't mean we should kick out the whole idea of Kickstarter. If you
Rochambeau.
want to fund things
Rochambeau.
that you like and people pitch it and they can show that they can make a quality work, why not fund them?
I mean,
Right.
people funded a guy who wanted to make the best potato salad, and he provided them with
the
that
best
potato salad. I'm surprised he got
That was
back
troll.
for that, but it was hilarious.
But,
That was troll. But here's the the thing. So there was actually a lot of shit going. So I was at first a supporter of the idea. You know, yeah, KG Inafue, yeah, sure, I'm down with that. I'm not gonna back him, but I wish him the best of luck. There was a lot of bullshit that spun out with Mighty Number 9. Like a lot of bullshit. All I have to say is research Mighty Number 9 debacle and a nice woman named Dina. That's all I'll say about that.
Shout outs to Capcom.
They be fucking up, but they be doing
Capcom
good. I don't
fucking
know.
up and they'll pick
When's
it
the last
right
time
back
they did
up.
something good?
Street Fighter.
Not named Street Fighter.
Devil May
Devil May
Cry.
Cry. Well, yeah.
When's the last time they made a Devil May Cry game that
They-
people didn't shit on?
The one they just re-released as Super Edition. Not Super
So
Special
a
Edition.
re-release.
Well, they had added more characters, more combos, more
Yeah.
ass whoop.
You can
They
do that.
try to make it better.
You can do that in a short
They
weekend.
fucked up and they tried to go back. That's how they apologize.
Capcom known for doing shit like that. They'll fuck up one moment, then they'll pick it right back and go hard as fuck. That's what happened with Marvel.
Look
vs. Capcom.
up
Appreciate Marvel vs. Capcom.
Look up Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
They making that. They gonna finish it.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
No, Capcom Street Fighter Cross Tekken was garbage. That was
that
with
one.
bad box out Mega Man.
That's the shitty shit.
yeah,
That's the shitty
They
fuck
are
shit.
making Tekken cross.
Capcom
Street Fighter.
don't care about their games. They care about their money. Fuck you, Capcom.
That's why they do all this DLC.
Shout out to Capcom.
Shout outs to Street Fighter and Ultra Street Fighter and Super Street Fighter
In Mega Street Fighter?
and Mega Super Double Ultra Street Fighter.
All right. Come on. Pick it up. We did a lot of tangents in that last
You did a lot of tangents in that fucking last one.
I was the only person doing tangents.
Most of it.
Shout outs
you
to
bitch.
mathematics.
I get it. Tangent of theta. Well, anyway, alright. So, this nigga Knights, this fat ass, want to talk about Lays.
First off, get off.
That's right.
Get off. Second off, this happens every year. Every year, Lay's does a contest where people submit flavors, not like actual flavors that they have in stores already, but thought up flavors, and people vote on them. You know, last year there was chicken and waffles. I don't know if any of y'all had that one.
Yeah.
They had cappuccino chips, which sounds weird altogether. But this year, there's 4 finalists, and I'm gonna read these off. 1, biscuits and gravy. 2, we have West Coast truffle fries. 3, New York Reuben. And 4, gyro.
The gyro one's nice. I had that. It's actually pretty good.
Okay,
Shout out to
so-
gyros. So shout out to the Greek niggas.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Greek and Lebanese niggas.
my favorite.
Make that food.
Which
Get
one?
that bean.
Which one of y'all? Are y'all going over? You know, which one you voting for?
I wouldn't specifically vote for one of those. I'll try to pick my own since I won't be no bandwagon nigga.
How about this? We gonna go in a circle. We gonna see what everybody feeling. If they not feeling one of these flavors, submit your own flavor, even though it's too late. You know,
But next year, right?
Next year. There's always next year.
I would submit one. It had to be a ham and cheese sandwich.
You fat ass fuck.
You tell me what you want to. A ham and cheese sandwich is fucking good. You remember them bag lunches they used to give you on field trips?
With an apple? It's an apple, a sandwich.
A fucking ham and
that milk
cheese sandwich in that fucking milk.
That's right.
That milk
lie.
and
It's
white
some
milk
baby
sauce.
carrots.
Yeah,
No lie.
that ham and cheese sandwich is going hard.
Went to Subway earlier today. Ham and cheese sandwich.
Look at you. Talking shit. Now look at you.
Front runner. Next
I
year.
just don't want my chips to taste like my Subway.
No, yes, I do.
Just trolling.
All right.
I think if I had to vote for one of these, probably be the gyro. But if I wanted to make my own, I'd go with bacon habanero or something like that. You know,
Okay.
can never go wrong with bacon.
Yep.
Baking soda.
Okay, so
Baking soda.
I haven't tried. I don't know why I really tried with the gyro, and the gyro was pretty cool. But if I had to pick my own, it'd be macaroni and cheese and fried chicken. Cause I'm a nigga and I'm a fat ass, but it's all cool.
God damn.
Oh, but I was the fat ass.
You obviously you got a little wee hurt, a little butt hurt. You're a little.
Rochambeau,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on that?
I tried the biscuits and gravy. I like the gyro stuff, and I like the one with the sandwich on it. But you know, I don't really care. I don't really mess with Lay's like that.
If you had to pick a flavor for you,
If I had to pick a flavor
Oh, if you had
for
to pick
everybody else, I would make the Janae Aiko flavor.
oh no, boom, boom.
And on the label, it'll say, "I'll make you do it."
What would it taste like? Groceries?
It'll taste like groceries, though.
I will never eat Lay's again.
Voodoo, because that's all she's speaking of is voodoo.
That's right. She make you do it.
She make
She
you
will
do it.
expose the freak and make you do it.
She
I
was
will
on that
never
Scooby
eat
Doo
Lay's
swamp
again.
movie. She was that voodoo witch.
God damn.
Tara Strong was there.
But
boy.
if I had to make my own Lay's, it would probably be a hamburger helper a hamburger helper Lay's. Which one? I'm gonna have to, come back and rewind this bitch. But I don't know. I just know it'll be a hamburger helper flavor.
Now that I think about it, grilled cheese probably wouldn't be a bad flavor either.
That's just cheddar cheese.
You could add a twist on it though.
It'd be some bread on it, and for those sick fucks who like tomatoes on their grilled cheese, because those are people.
Also, for the record,
How you put a
People put tomatoes on their
How you
grilled
put a
cheese.
tomato on the, you grilling the cheese, you go put a
They
cold
do.
tomato
They
and
do.
make it hot. A
They
hot
do.
tomato.
make it hot.
Shout out to Marlon.
Marlon Wayans.
But I will let you guys know the winner, or the winning flavor, I should say. The person who submitted that will get $1 million just for submitting a chip flavor, which
Hey.
sounds like a plus to me, honestly.
That's money. We patented everything we just said, so if y'all come after our stuff, we coming after you.
Yeah,
Well, first we'll get a ladder,
Yeah.
kick you off the ladder.
we not no D&B, son.
You
No,
know,
sir.
that's right.
With our high power lawyers.
Partition.
Hey,
Hey,
John
we
Cena is my
partition
lawyer.
everything. We partition everything we said about our ladies
Go ahead,
out there
say my
too. So
flavor.
if we hear
John-
anyone to take it, you better give us half of it. Matter of fact, 80% of your fucking money.
We'll come
right.
find you.
John Cena's
we
my
come
lawyer,
find you,
'Cause
laying in
we
the
them
bushes.
niggas.
and he gonna overcome the odds.
They gonna be leave you home and don't come by.
Next topic, video games. So E3 was a couple of months ago. Gamescom just ended. If you guys don't know what Gamescom is, get a little bit more cultured. It's basically the Germany version of E3. A lot of game developers, they go over to Germany. They go over to
Germany.
I don't want to butcher the name of their city, so I'm just gonna call it Cologne because that's how it's spelled. I know for a fact that's not how it's pronounced.
I've never been
So-
across that water like that, so I wouldn't.
But I'm American, so it's all cool.
And a nigga.
Yeah.
And a nigga.
That's right, Joe.
Really, I shouldn't even know that there's a place called Cologne in Germany.
A colon.
And they released more information on a lot of games. Me being a Final Fantasy geek, I was really excited to hear that Final Fantasy 15 was going to be Square's main attraction there.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, all they did was give us a shitty trailer and a fairly decent time window for when Final Fantasy 15 would come out. That time window being the entire year 2016.
God dang. Now that's some nigga shit right there.
Yeah.
The entire year 2016. In case you live in one of those parts of the world that don't follow this tradition, 2016 is also a leap year. So that's a whole extra day we have to wait as well.
God dang.
But it's all cool. It's all cool.
Okay.
I'm still holding it out and saying that 2016 is going to be Square's big return. Final Fantasy 15.
And maybe Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts jumped the shark for me when they decided to add guns. Final Fantasy 15. That's my game for 2016. What
Okay.
about you guys?
My game for 2016 will have to be, it'll be COD. COD 3.
Black Ops 3.
Yep. Black Ops, Call of Duty 3. I'm a real Call of Duty fan, so I really can't wait to see what the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 has to offer.
As long as they bring back Nuketown.
Yes.
we'll be
Nuketown,
good.
USA.
As long as they make it look better, I like what they did with it the first time. How they changed it around and whatever. I want to see what new maps they got. I want to see
More
they-
smaller maps.
more smaller maps, most definitely for 2v2, and like just to kind of practice and get a feel of the game. I want to see what better guns they have because I know they're supposed to be adding. I think like
Well, I think they're going further into the future. So
yeah, with futuristic guns and
Yeah.
things like that. As long as it's not like advanced warfare. I hated that game.
I wouldn't say I hated it,
I
but
hated it.
it just seemed kind of like Titanfall with a little bit
Yeah.
more features, honestly.
I mean, I don't want the ability to fly.
That's just a whole nother game.
Yes, that's a whole nother game.
If it comes from Call
It's
of
not
Duty
your
to Saints
everyday,
Row 3, Saints Row 4?
Everyday warfare.
Yeah, it's not your everyday warfare.
Nope.
It's advanced.
Whatever that is.
If I had to say for me to pick a game, me being Knights, I'd probably have to pick Uncharted 4. I like the Uncharted series. I thought the story was very good for the first 3 leading up to this one. And looking at the graphics from the trailers and everything that they've done with it so far, just looks incredible. It's absolutely amazing. Everything looks so realistic. They have driving missions now. I saw that in one of the trailers. Very exciting. Very great story. I hope they can do a little bit better with the multiplayer this time around, but they can do all that and add all that, we'll be fine. It'll be a great close to a great series. Also, Last of Us 2.
That's right.
Y'all niggas are y'all movies.
Fuck that.
Since
That's
the
good.
nigga that
That's a
play-
good game. That's gameplay in there.
That's
what
a
you talking
movie.
about? Have you played it?
Sainted.
Oh,
Isn't Final Fantasy a movie?
Oh,
Final Fantasy is 40 hours long at a speed run.
So it's a movie.
okay.
Last of Us is like what, 8?
You word?
Get off.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
Shout outs to Office Depot. Get them off.
What we get from Office Depot, a laptop. After that, we can go over to Home Depot so you can get off my dick.
Anyway, well, what I'm looking forward to is not coming out in 16 is the sequel to Mass Effect 3. It's not called Mass Effect 4. It's Mass Effect something else.
Mass
But-
Effect Requisition.
Requisition. There you go.
I'm just making that up because Dragon Age.
God damn it. Fuck Dragon Age.
Dragon Age is nothing but high fantasy Mass Effect.
High fantasy nerds.
Space nerd.
Space nerds are better than high fantasy nerds.
Here we go.
Anyway, so get off. Anyway, I love Mass Effect. I like the story. I like space adventures. I like gathering a crew of badasses just to fuck some shit up, busting heads, throwing people in the sky just to shoot them up. It's just crazy.
I like
the
Dragon Age too,
Hey,
dog.
get off! Get off! You be riding around in space and what you call it? Oh.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Get off. They got good writers. The comedy in it is a fan of the whole series. And I like Renegade Mode just to punch people in the mouth just cause. What about you, Nello?
As a fighting fan that I am, Street Fighter 5. The release of Vega was very exciting. I was actually happy that they advanced Vega. Vega's actually one of my favorite Shadowloo niggas. Also, all these characters getting like a boost. You know, they not plain and whack like it was almost like in Street Fighter 4. Ken is gotten a bunch better. Ryu is better. Chun-Li is combo still the sickest. Bison is just broken.
Big Back Bison.
Charlie is, from the beta access that they had was hella broken. And again, I've been a Street Fighter fan since Street Fighter 2 when the Hadokens and the Sagat. The Sagat used to do Tiger Uppercut 3 times and they killed you.
Don't forget that new nigga, Nicole.
Colin, I don't know how to feel about him. He's like a Alex with Wolverine. That may be a good thing and also can be a bad thing. But, I'm going to wait and see how it comes out. 2016, I'm ready for you. There's a lot of video games to pick out from. There really is.
Oh, yes. Of course. And those are the only games coming out 2016, right?
Right.
We also have Tomb Raider.
Right.
I'm kind of hyped for that.
Right.
Horizon, which
Right.
is like a spiritual successor to Killzone. Super hyped for that.
For those Nintendo fans out there, we have the Legend of Zelda, the open world one.
That's not coming out next year. They've already debunked that.
Oh.
You know Nintendo hates their fans.
Yeah. Well,
I like the sadness
say-
in your voice.
I wouldn't say they hate their fans, but they're trying to bring you the best games possible. Another coming out soon though, Xenoblade Chronicles.
See, I'd be hyped for it if it wasn't for the fact that I had to drop $200 just to play it.
See, also, for Nintendo fans, they need to bring back a Metroid.
They are. It's
Beach volleyball Metroid. Not even lying. They don't
fucked up.
They don't like their fans.
See,
That is
that just
fucked up.
proves
They don't like their fans.
That's
one
fucked
of
up.
that was one of the E3 problems.
That's that dick, son.
You know-
That's fucked up.
They need to bring back a Captain Falcon F-Zero game.
Nobody played F-Zero.
But that
People-
was a good game. It was a good racing game.
I wouldn't know. The only time I've ever saw it was on the emulator site, which I saw friends.
Star Fox. They need to bring back a Star
They
Fox
have another
Adventures.
Star Fox.
You do
actually.
Star
Adventures?
Fox 4 was
Yeah.
my shit.
Yeah.
Damn, where the fuck I been at? See,
Nah, look,
It was at E3. That was
that's
the
that
biggest
7 to 5
announcement.
job. That's what it is.
That was the biggest
That
Nintendo
was-
announcement.
Yeah, that was the biggest Nintendo announcement that they had at E3. The new Star Fox.
Adventure or just Star Fox game?
It's a new Star Fox IP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Mario Maker for the niggas that want to hate on each other and make the most impossible courses for their niggas to play through.
Mario just became a haters game when they added in that Wii pad, so you can just play God and just stop your friends from advancing
you
in the
can
game.
literally-
It became
shitty.
a hating game when Mario Party came out. That's
Oh,
when
Hold on. In that case, it became a hating game when Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo came
That is
out.
correct.
Oh, okay.
Shout outs to Blue Shells.
Shout out to driving off a Rainbow Road just to land
Oh,
forward.
my God.
Road.
Into the
Fuck
abyss. Oh.
They need to
my
bring back a
God.
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium would be good, but
Yeah, it'll be another Pokemon next in a while.
Okay, so last topic. Let me preface this right quick. So James Wan, he made the Insidious movies. He's making the Aquaman movie, and now he's making the Mortal Kombat movie. How you guys feel about that?
That sounds hype. That's what we need out of a Mortal Kombat movie. No disrespect for the old Mortal Kombat movies.
It just took too long to start fighting.
It looked. It was
Part two,
cheese.
that's-
It was cheesy.
It was very
Yeah.
cheesy.
You know.
Too long to start fighting.
Yeah.
Well, that's just 90s
But-
movies.
Yeah, 90s movies.
Yeah.
Well, I can respect the era, but
Right.
it took too long to start fighting.
But I'm ready to see this gore. I'm ready to see some fucked up shit. I want to see what this man imagination can do. Just take these fatalities to that level. Some good combat scenes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who he gonna call for that type of stuff. I don't know.
He's gonna call up his friend that helps him with the jump scares in Insidious.
Jump scares and fights.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Well, no, that's what James Wan is known for is his jump scares. Yeah.
But I think what can make this movie successful, take a little idea from the Mortal Kombat Legacy. I think.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat Legacy is a damn good web series. I think they need to take a little ideas from that. Bring back
what ideas in specific?
Bring it back.
I actually like the Liu Kang being evil. I don't know how y'all
the dead Liu Kang?
No,
not in the game.
Not in the game. Like Liu Kang is
like
actually
before the
evil.
game came out. Right. They had the evil Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat Legacy.
It was a pretty damn good idea. I actually like that. I actually like how Raiden. I can't say he didn't have his. I can't really.
He looked like a crazy motherfucker.
He looked like a crazy.
You mispronounced Raiden.
It don't even matter.
Raiden, tomatoes.
Raiden.
I don't know. I just know. Give me my money. That's all I know. He say, "Give me my money." That's all you need to know.
That was kind of offensive. These niggas just making noises. Just making sound bites or just gibberish and putting it on the game.
But yeah, a horror persona with a Mortal Kombat would actually be perfect.
You were saying that a while back, like a couple of years ago. You were saying that
it would be a perfect. That would make it perfect. So I'm actually I actually want to see this. And I'm not a huge. I like Mortal Kombat. I'm not a huge.
Who don't like Mortal Kombat?
Everybody likes Mortal Kombat.
Everybody like Mortal Kombat because when it first came on, that movie and that theme song just popped up. You don't tell me that techno song didn't make you want to whoop somebody ass.
Yeah, it really did.
It was hype.
I still want to whoop somebody ass to this day.
It was like
play that Walmart.
It was like
play that Walmart. I want to box here, kick this bitch.
I'm just saying.
On that fucking thing.
Dude, I will keep saying this. Not only Mortal Kombat, but Power Rangers. A lot of people got drop kicked because of these films. A lot of people got drop kicked, trying to get bicycle kicked. People just got beat up for no reason because of this.
Yeah.
Just trying new crazy shit.
We can blame Lil Jon too.
Goddamn.
We can blame him.
Okay.
Throw him in there.
Yeah.
You guys are all optimistic. I wish I could be, but I'm just gonna have to wait it out because me and James Wan don't have good history at the moment.
The nigga.
Well, I know it's movies.
Like that's your ex-boyfriend or something.
Well, I still know his movies, and his movies would never want to, make me feel some type of way.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'll hold if Aquaman is good.
Then you gonna hold that standard on?
If Aquaman is good, and it's not just jump scares.
Super edge Aquaman.
It's already pretty edge.
That's weird.
If Aquaman turns out to be pretty good, then
you're gonna be.
I'll have some hope for Mortal Kombat. But as for now, all I see is just Insidious.
Aquaman.
Insidious with fatality.
Till they show you better.
Like I need something to grab onto. And Insidious ain't what I'm want to grab onto at all.
Yeah.
I guess cool. Final thoughts, everybody. Let's start with DZ and bring it around.
Well, you might.
Okay, so far as the anime remake, I would love to see the Inuyasha come back with a new storyline or whatever. So far as games, I would like to see new maps, new guns, smaller maps on Call of Duty, so we can get that 2v2 in for the ass whippings. Screen Watchers USA, baby.
No.
Screen Watchers. It's called Advanced Multitasking. Third Eye Industries.
Damn.
Yeah, and so far as Mortal Kombat, I'm looking forward to it being action-packed, more fighting scenes, and more of a thrill run, basically. Nice.
My final thoughts, Ronda Rousey is dominant, not a DMB, obviously.
That's right.
Keep doing your thing. You'll be the best woman MMA athlete ever. MK, I'm optimistic about it. I'm a big fan. I want it to be rebooted. I have high hopes for it. Make Ronda Rousey Sonya Blade, by the way. And also, fake versus scripted, get off. Get off. Get the ladders. Shout outs to Office Depot yet again.
Shout out to Dudley Brothers. Get the ladders.
Get the ladders.
Shout out to Ace Hardwood.
Goddamn.
Not the tape. Passing it on to my boys Akil.
Alright, so off the top. Fuck Beth. Fuck Dana White. Fuck Fantastic Foe.
God damn.
Fuck the MPAA.
Yeah.
I know the last time I was on, I think I said something about Anita Sarkeesian. Fuck her again.
God.
She wasn't even in this episode.
That is Dick Worry.
He's going.
And fuck body number 9. Final Fantasy and Horizon. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Zakil is going haywire like Eminem when he was making them diss songs about his mama. And I'm gonna ask him to stop now.
I thought you were about to mention the warning.
Yes, sir.
But my final thought is script versus fake. I mean script versus fake versus scripted. People need to calm the fuck down with that shit. You know, half the shit that you watch, even the love and hip hop, all the reality shows is fake and scripted. So calm the fuck down. Anime remake, Metabots. That's all I gotta say.
My final thoughts. I'm hoping to see some nice shit coming up with these movies and these games. Hopefully you won't let me down. The universe. Yeah, I'm blaming the universe. Blam. And I'm optimistic to see some good shit coming up with either movies, games, or anime. So, you know. And I guess this are the niggas in 8-bit sounding out.
Telling y'all that no matter what anybody says, we still don't even care about Lays.
Nope.
Goddamn.
Don't steal our shit. We will sue you. All right. Subscribe to our channel if you want to hear more things. Comment below our boxes.
Don't forget to like that shit.
Don't forget to like, comment,
And
share.
tell all the
Everybody.
ass women
Goddamn.
to like it, because we don't want nothing.
And tell some rich people too.
Tell ugly people too.
No,
Tell ugly people
no.
need
Hey,
something too.
No, fuck that.
Hold up.
We're looking for that ladder endorsement, Home Depot.
Yes, sir.
Shouts out to Home Depot.
Lowe's.
Shouts out to Home Depot.
Walmart.
Ladder
Whoever
endorsement.
got these ladders.
We need
Sherry
all
Williams.
the ladders we can get for everybody to get off.
Run a center. Rent these niggas them ladders.
Run a dick. Run a
Hey, you guys remember back when Hulk Hogan used to sponsor Rent a Center?
Yeah.
I do.
I don't think it was actually.
Look here, brother.
Try
What?
again.
Okay.
This nigger is on this ladder.
It could be Run a center. Run a center ain't gonna have that bullshit.
Okay, again, comment on our comment box, likes, subscribe us, tell everybody about us niggas and they big baby. We signing out. And we them niggas. Woo!